Hello everyone and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today we will be making for you our Pleather Daddy Soap. We will start out just like we do every other time by pouring our lye water solution into our signature plant-based oil blend. We got some new lye water containers that make me feel very small and dainty, which is fun. This lye water solution is lye, some water, and then there also is some sodium lactate, which makes the unmolding process way easier. It also helps the bar harden a little bit more, which is nice because since we are a palm oil free company, that generally adds some firmness to the soap bar, so this kind of helps offset that, the loss of that anyways. We will then pour in our colloidal oatmeal slurry and some coconut husk and crushed walnut shells just to add a little exfoliating texture to the soap bars. And now we will pour in our fragrance. This is actually called Hickory and Suede from Bramble. It is a go-to scent. We always use it every year, a couple times a year. This bar actually will be one solid color. It is going to be a dark gray, almost black color. So you'll see I added the colorant as well. So we're just going to do everything all at once. This fragrance oil actually discolors a little bit, so this will end up darker than what it appears on camera. We are now done blending up our soap batter, so we will scrape off our stick blender stick and set that aside. We will be doing this soap in 3 layers with a coppery bronze mica line in between each. So we will pour off 1/3 of the batter and we will do a Ava Max dance party here, and that is the amount of time that you need to wait before pouring the next level. But before we pour that next level, we will actually do some spoon pushes to kind of give it a rugged, wavy texture. I'll spin the loaf pan around and do it from the other side as well, and that just makes it a little more randomized and not quite so orderly. Sometimes if you do the pattern from the same direction, it looks very intentional and we didn't want that. I next will dust on some copper mica. You'll see how pretty and contrasting that is with that dark gray color. We will then stir up the soap batter. This is not actually as solid as what it looks like. Sometimes when soap batter sits, it kind of like fake hardens a little bit, and you just stir it and it will loosen up just a tiny bit. We will pour about 1/3 more of that soap batter on, and you can see off to the side there, my handy assistant, the other RainBro Zach, was refilling my mica duster. We will do some more spoon pushes there, make it nice and randomized, and dust on another layer of that coppery gold bronze mica. We will then pour on the final top layer of that soap batter. We will scrape out this container since we are completely done with it now. At this stage in the game, it is a little set up, so we want to kind of move with a little bit of haste. Since we are doing a fun design on the top, which you'll see here in a minute, we don't have to worry too much about it being completely flattened, but we do want to make it as even as possible. We aren't going to be adding a lot of height to the top of this soap. We will pound that on the ground really quick, and now I'm going to drizzle some pewter silver mica on the top, just suspended in a little bit of oil. Just dots all around. You kind of can't see it, but the finished product you can see it on. And then we will do a little drizzle of that coppery mica that we sprinkled in the layers on top as well, just very random. And then we will do some crosshatch design. So if you've ever done like a lattice top pie, it's going to be a very similar process, just with soap instead of dough. And you can see me doing very intense concentration here trying to make the line as straight as possible. This is just a fork, and we will be doing lines along the length of the bar first. Not necessarily planned out, just kind of evenly spaced, and then we'll come back through and do the cross hatches. This is just to give the soap a little visual interest. It also helps incorporate the mica drizzle of the gold and the silver across all of the soap on the top there. It kind of pushes it down a little bit, but the real thing it adds is a little bit of geometric interest to the top of this soap bar. And then once this is done, I'm going to go back through and kind of clean up those lengthwise lines a little bit, make them a little deeper, really just kind of clean everything up a little bit more. And then we are done with the top, so I will scrape down the sides to clean up the edges a little bit with our trusty wooden dowel. Then we will spritz on some rubbing alcohol, tuck this in for 24 hours, and then it is time to unmold. Now you can see there are some air bubbles along the side there while I'm cutting this. That's not a huge deal. Those are our tester bars that we sell in person, or if they really are ugly and we don't want to sell them at all, we'll just use those, so nothing goes to waste. And now it is time to slice this soap up. So you can see that pretty gold bronze kind of randomized line veining through the center of the loaf there, and then the fun geometric color on the top. This is one of my personal favorites. It's very woodsy. It has those exfoliating coconut husks and walnut shells, so it kind of leaves your skin feeling extra smooth and silky, and really is something to look after if you like a more woodsy scented soap. And that is it. This is our Hickory and Suede soap called Pleather Daddy. It will be for sale on our website, rainbowcrafts.com, starting March 1st. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see what RainBro Crafts comes up with next. Bye.